In this video, I want to go through how you can create a piece of presentational material like this in about 3 minutes. And what this presentational material is trying to do is show this new subdivision, not by showing the private houses, but by showing the public spaces, especially the landscape, the water, the sports field, the community facilities, as well as these beautiful green bands that are leading through this new subdivision. And it is new. If I turn the satellite on, you can see it's brand new. There's roads, but there's no houses. So let's delete it all and start again. All right, so all I did was I right click on the land use and I create it. And then with the flow builder, I use the forest functionality. And the forest functionality by default puts 20 trees on the landscape, which may be good. It may be okay for you. And we could then do a nice path through this park if that was something we wanted to communicate, and that's not bad. Or we may say, look, let's crank the number of trees from 20 to 100, or even 900, and you get a forest depending on what you're trying to communicate. Now, I actually quite like the path through the forest. And I'm going to do the same over here. Here there's actually a path modeled already. And so I'm going to, with this one, just put something like maybe 100 trees. Maybe it's less dense. And immediately we've got this map, which is a very useful map. It's very clear. It's showing you the roads and the subdivision very clearly. But it's enhanced with this because there's this 3D interest. There's the shadow. You can see these shadows being cast by the trees. And so the eye is more delighted by this than the previous one. And what we're doing often is literally just cranking, we're popping some bright blues or bright colors, saturating colors of things that we want to call attention to. This looks like a sports field, so I'm going to draw a sports field, maybe a sports field with some trees around it. And again, this is mainly going to be around just the green. The green here is slightly more saturated and darker. It's a different color green. But it makes this thing come to life. Put a sports field in, and then it's getting potentially too green, too blue. And so let's put in some community facilities, and we'll put these in the default giraffe orange. And maybe we can do some retail as well. Let's put some retail over here. Which is blue, but maybe we'll change that. Right, we're 3 minutes in, and I think we're almost good to go. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to change the color of the retail to something a bit warmer. Maybe like a deeper orange like that. And then I'll change this also to brown and save those changes. There we go. So now we have these orangey bits, and the green and the simple background of the cadaster. And all that's left for me to do now is upload some annotations. The suburb's called Whitlam. Bold that and make it white and save, and then I'll make the background black and just crank the size of that ever so slightly. And I'll say town center. And I'll unbold this one and shrink it ever so slightly. And I'll say sports facilities. Oops. All right, and we've got ourselves a really effective piece of communication here that is diagrammatic and capturing to the eye and good to look at and clear and informative. And we've done it all in less than 5 minutes.